Let's talk about taxonomy. That's a fancy word for classifying organisms and putting them into categories. A scientific name isn't just a thing to call an organism, it's also a classification that tells us how the organism is related to other organisms. So when I tell you that the scientific name for wolves is Canis lupus and the scientific name for dogs is Canis familiaris, you know that they are different species, but they are closely related, genetically. Another way to think about this is to think about how far back they shared a common ancestor. The rules of our system may seem archaic, but they are based on relationships between organisms. When they were first developed, all we had to go on were how organisms looked, but now we have DNA evidence to inform our classification system. Every known organism has a lot more classifications than the two-word scientific name would indicate. We have classifications, for instance, that tell us dogs are more closely related to cats than they are to birds, and more closely related to birds than they are to frogs. Classification helps us understand organisms and their relationships on a whole new level. The classifications go from biggest to smallest as follows: domain, kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species, with each grouping being smaller and having fewer kinds of organisms in it. Clear down to the species designation that has just one kind of organism in it. The scientific name contains both the genus and the species name. Knowing the genus and the species, you can easily look up the other designations and figure out how scientists think any particular organism fits into the overall story of how life came to be so diverse on this planet. Thanks for watching. Stay awesome.